Welcome back to the Hawkeye Garage. You join me on location while we are camping. I just thought I'd give you guys a little camp tour this year, how we've got things set up. A couple little changes, things that have made life a little bit easier, so stay tuned. Alright, starting outside, we've got all the bikes. I got the girls some new mountain bikes, pretty excited about that. They've been loving that. I've got mine out here. I've been doing some bike maintenance from a little incident that happened earlier in the week. Don't really want to talk about that. That wasn't fun. We've got the flat top over here. So we got the Char Griller flat top here, 17-inch. It's not a Blackstone, it's a knockoff, but we've been using this for a few years. I used to just like put it over on the table, but it gets hot, takes up a lot of space. So I went from using the 1-pound bottles to using a hose in a 5-pound bottle, then to a 20-pound bottle. Now I finally have it hooked up the smart way to my quick disconnect on the camper there, and up under the awning. It's just been awesome. A buddy of mine had this fold-up portable table for his and ended up getting a camper, so they didn't need one because it had a slide out. Gave it to me, and it's so good to have that there. This morning on the flat top we had homemade fried donuts. Put the pan of oil there. Those aluminum pans do radiate quite a bit, so using a lid to get it up to temp and then doing all your frying does help, but it actually worked so well. We're gonna do frying all kinds of things. Chicken strips, fish fillets, homemade fries. Gonna do all kinds of stuff, little scrambled eggs on the sides. But these flat tops are so awesome. It keeps a lot of the mess outside, trying to cook inside. Obviously we don't have the smell of burnt oil inside the camper now. Like doing bacon, yes, we all love the smell of bacon, but 4-day-old smelling cooked bacon inside an enclosed space like a little camper, no one likes that. So flat top outside is key. We've got the 80 quart New Air this week. I was running it in the car a couple times with the lithium-ion battery and the car battery and the solar. Honestly, when we're stuck at a place for a weekend camping, this just works better. Bring it out here, plug it into the 110. It's under the awning. I don't have to, monitor it, make sure everything's going good, starting the car if I need to, because honestly, when you're just parked at a campground and it's 100 degrees outside, moving the solar panel around, yep, this is just fast, efficient. Kids don't have to get in the car, wife doesn't have to get in the car to get stuff, because we keep a lot of stuff in here because our camper fridge kind of is terrible. It's just the 120 volt / propane, but it doesn't use any like forced air. It's just like a heat exchanging unit, which is what these vents are here. And it gets super hot like on the back in here, and even the countertop where it's doing the heat exchanging, because it doesn't have any fans or anything like that. So what I've done, I don't know if you guys can see up inside this vent here, I bought a bank of 3 PC fans, and they're just zip tied on the inside of this grate. This grate pops out. They just came connected. I took some measurements, put them in there. I've got a little, it's got a DC cord quick disconnect to some wiring where I can plug it into the 120 and then go down here. Usually this is stuck up underneath, magnetized, but it's got a dial where I can change the speed of the fans, which helps circulate air, pulls the air in from the bottom, spits it out at the top, has made the fridge way better. And then I just unplug all this and tuck that back up in there. When we're traveling, has made a huge difference. Still not a great fridge, but it definitely has helped. Got my trasharoo on the back here on the spare tire, obviously, but what I have done is, you're supposed to be able to put trash inside these because they're like plastic vinyl lined or whatever, and then you just dump it out and hose it out. That's really stupid as far as I'm concerned. So standard home trash bag inside there with some giant alligator clips. That works so good. It keeps the bag up. You can throw your stuff in there, flip it over. I'll leave it open during the day. I'll cinch it up at night. I've never had any problems with animals getting in there. But again, keeps trash outside, keeps the smell of trash out of inside your camper. bike rack. On the back I've got a little hitch mount that bolts to the bumper and my hitch here. So we got me and the wife's bikes on the back, and then over here, because my kids are still on 20-inch bikes, I bought this bike rack. It's supposed to be for a roof, for like 20 bucks on Facebook, and I just bolted it to the bumper with some more U-bolts. The front I bolted to a piece of treated wood and then bolted it with the big U-bolt to the camper just so that it sits even. And I take one of my daughter's bikes, loosen the handlebars, turn them sideways, and retighten them, cinch it up there, put a little bit of this padding up on the pedal because it does ride up against there. And it works so well. And then I have the other two bikes here, and then I end up just throwing one inside the camper, which is fine. Another little camping hack for you guys, the Igloo water jug. If you are camping with kids or a lot of people or anything, is that bike gonna fall over? Yep. Keep that full of ice. You know, you can buy a bag of ice, or if you're extra bougie like we are and you have an ice maker inside, you can just make ice, throw it in there. Our water hookup is just the campground hookup, but it's city water here, I think, at this particular campground, which means it's the same water that we have at our house, plus it's filtered. So I'll just fill that jug up with the hose after I fill it up with ice. We don't have to worry about filling water bottles inside, because yes, we are that family that fills water bottles constantly, takes them with us wherever we go. But that is a huge thing. You're camping with groups, you got tons of kids, you send them all over to one site, fill up their water. You don't have to worry about people trying to traipse inside, fill up water bottles, and they've always got something to drink. The GX, of course, is doing awesome. I still have the airbags in the back, which has been fantastic for towing, fantastic for traveling with the family, vacation. They auto adjust. I don't do any off-roading crazy, well, I probably don't do any off-roading at all. Let's just be honest at this point. It's been so long that they suit our needs really well. One thing that I would like to change maybe next year is I have this weight distribution anti-sway hitch, which works great. If you have a camper or a big trailer or anything, you have to get one of these. But this thing is rated like so much bigger than our camper because I got it for free from a friend. They're not cheap. Next year, I think I would like to downgrade that to a slightly smaller one. It's easier to handle. They've gotten a lot less expensive, and the tech has gotten a little bit better. Might want to upgrade that next year. I've been seeing a lot of used ones. I think people bought campers during COVID, and now they're selling the campers and trying to sell the hitches. And I think I might. This is probably still worth quite a bit of money because it's like a $1,500 hitch when it was new, because the towing capacity is massive on it. We might want to change that out next year. Another little hack for you guys. My jacks are just screw jacks or stabilizers basically. But when you've got kids inside moving around, walking around all the time, the camper still shakes and the screw mechanism will start to come loose. Now, undoubtedly, I'll have one or two of these that will, whatever corner has the most pressure on it, where it's trying to level it out the most, will start to unscrew. So I have some cheap, between me and my dad, we have all kinds of old ratty tools or whatever laying around. So I got a couple old breaker bars that I don't care if they get ruined or rusty or whatever, and some old 3/4 inch sockets. And so I'll just crank those to the height that I need and then wedge the handle up against the ground. Yep, it's a little ghetto to do that, but I tell you what, it works like a charm, and I carry two of those with me no matter where we go camping. Alright, back inside the camper. Not a whole lot has changed in here. We added a couple small things. You might notice I have a different ice maker in here now. Another company sent me one. This one is smaller. So we've been testing this one out. Seems to work really good. I don't need to mention any of that in here. But our camper's not under like warranty anymore, so we've started like just thinking about messing with adding hooks and storage and drilling holes and things, which we haven't done in the past. Like we have hooks here, but they're stuck on. We have some hooks here, again, that are stuck on. We have the same thing in the bathroom for towels. Hello, dog. The kids are loving the bunk beds still. I added this ladder, which it's just made out of lumber that I had. I need to kind of freshen that up, make it look a little bit prettier. But I bolted that all on, screwed it in. I think I added I screwed in one extra hole that wasn't already there, and it's such that like it could be covered up. There's never a ladder there, which is dumb. Even as a full-grown adult, I like had to climb up on the chair to get in there. I don't understand that. But it's been really good for us. The dog has his bed underneath there. He's not very big. I don't know if you can tell that on camera. And he likes kind of having an enclosed area. And we hardly ever sit at the table to eat unless the weather is terrible. And then he's outside begging anyway. But he likes it in there. He's got his bed and his blanket down in there. And usually, if we're not here, he'll end up laying on one of these other beds, just chilling. Anyway, we do have storage up underneath. I used to haul a tote of firewood like in and out all the time. Well, I got smarter and I just started cutting my firewood just a little bit smaller. Fits in this tote in the corner there. Axe, kindling, everything stays in there. Got lawn chairs and a blanket. Have access over there. I kind of wish they would have like extended this corner out because the camper is curved, so we have a hamper sitting there, but like on the other side of it, it's just wasted space because it's curved. I kind of wish they would have cut out half of that and I could have had outside access to the inside storage from both sides. We have it over on that corner, but not on this corner. Obviously this is nice to have open for all of our shoes when you're coming in from the weather. But there you have it, some tricks and tips. The bike rack stuff was a good idea in my personal opinion. The fans for the fridge, the external refrigerator, the flat top, having that if you don't have like an outdoor kitchen, it all just packs up really good. Having a cheap ice maker, countertop ice maker, has been amazing as well. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, turn those notifications on, follow the links in the description down below over to my Instagram, my Facebook. Lots of 4x4 mountain bike, camping, family, adventure type stuff on the channel. So until the next video drops, thank you for watching, take care, goodbye.